Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another match here with Blue-White Azcanta Control. I'm trying out something new here. We're doing a different recording software. You see my face probably in the right corner somewhere. There have been some issues with, quality with my previous software, so this is going to be kind of an extra match with Azcanta Control for you guys to watch. But please let me know what you think about the quality of this program, this software. And if you enjoy seeing my face in the top right corner there, if you don't, I can remove it. But please let me know. I'm looking for feedback on how to improve my content. So anything you have to say, constructive or even not constructive, please let me know. With that said, we won the die roll and we would like to play first. So let's take a look at our opener here in just a second. Yeah, this is not going to fly for us, right? I mean, we have a path, we have a land, but it's a tap land. We have no second land, so that's going to be an easy mulligan for me. And here, this one's a bit better. We have lands, we have something to do on turn 2 proactively, and yeah, I'll keep a Serum Visions on top. It'll allow us to find the cards that we need based on what our opponent is doing. We can obviously lead on Colonnade. There's a slight chance that our opponent is a burn deck, maybe we wanted to lead on Flooded Strand. But looks like it's going to be some type of blue mirror, which is going to be rather interesting, at least. Let's see. Top. All right, that's pretty good. I'm just going to be mana efficient here and play this island, play this Wall of Omens, and then next turn I can Serum Visions. Search for Azcanta going to be a great card in a blue mirror. Field of Ruin. Interesting. Okay. So I see what you're up to, opponent. This could be the blue-white control mirror. I feel like Azcanta does a great job at breaking that mirror, though. In an effort to avoid getting land hate, I'm gonna search for Azcanta and pass the turn, and then maybe we can play Gideon next turn. Get some basics out. Don't need to get Field of Ruined. Colonnade, sure. Let's see what's on the top of our deck here. Field of Ruin. That's an interesting choice because it's an answer to Colonnade, right? So I don't want to put that in the. Then again, we have Path to Exile. Yeah, I'm gonna try to draw an actual spell here. So are we gonna run into Negate or Mana Leak? My opponent did not. Keep up mana on turn 2, so maybe they weren't worried, but maybe they. I mean, yeah. We're gonna try. We're gonna try to jam Gideon here. Because getting a Gideon online would be pretty good. Hold Fountain is fine. Let's see if Gideon gets online here. We do have a Gideon online, so we could just emblem here. We'll emblem. It's probably a good turn to do it. Then we can Serum Visions, find a bunch of lands. Not necessarily anything wrong with lands, though, right? See, we can probably keep Mystic Gate and bottom the plains. Mystic Gate definitely helps us cast some of our spells, like Cryptic Command. All right. Opponent went top, so likely they have things to do now. This Search for Azcanta is not going to get flipped, obviously, with the Field of Ruin in play, right? So they're probably going to save that here. Another Gideon, huh? All right, so it's a Gideon battle. That's, yep. And again, we just want to make our land drop, so we won't put Mystic Gate in the graveyard. And now we will tick up on Gideon as well. And man, this is going to be a grindy matchup. This is going to be a really grindy matchup. All right, so they're embleming this turn, which is Very interesting, because this means that they might be trying to bait us um, to attacking, and then they could path to exile it. We do have Cryptic Command backup. Could be a really risky play, though. With that said, let's first see what's on top of our deck here. I think I want to keep Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, I'm gonna get greedy here. The thing is, our opponent probably knows we have something, which is the tough part. Alternatively, they could be trying to get us to fight over something and then like land an Elspeth next turn. No, I think we're gonna be baited into the greedy play here. Maybe our opponent just overlooked the +1. Or maybe they think we wouldn't do it into Path to Exile. Does it work? It does work. Oh, we drew a click, which is great. And I mean, now if we get the Tension Sphere, we have this backup Gideon, so it's really not the end of the world. They could just play land, attack Gideon, but we're keeping up Path to Exile as well. So that would be a bit risky on our opponent's part. Ooh, search for Azcanta Mirror, huh? Alright. I like that, I like that. Looks like we're both on the tech here. I mean, Serum Vision is a pretty good card. It can help us filter through our deck, so I don't think I need to put that in the graveyard. Let's take up. Let's first start with Serum Vision's Cryptic Command. All of these are pretty good. So I think I want to keep Cryptic Command, bottom Serum Visions. Alternatively, we could top both and just draw Cryptic Command next turn, but I like having Cryptic plus Path available. So we'll do it like that. Now the question is, do they have another Path to Exile? It's very possible that they do. So I'm going to start it out like this, and then on my opponent's draw step, I'm going to flash in Vendilion Click, and I'll do it after they decide. That's, of course, going to be on draw, so this is on upkeep. Looks like they decided not to. They decided not to discard or mill off the top of their deck there. So let's see what our opponent's working with. So they have a Path, they have a Cryptic, they have 2 Verdicts. My gut tells me to take the Sphinx's Revelation, as that's the card that's going to be the most annoying for us. So let's first snipping tool this. And I believe we're going to choose Sphinx's Rev here. That's a card that we don't want to have to deal with. And our opponent draws a land, a second Colonnade, which is definitely relevant, which means because we can't tap down both of them. Interesting. They could just be going Verdict here. Yeah. That's fine. So we know Cryptic Command is on the top of our deck, so no, we don't want to put it into our graveyard. We don't want to transform, because then that'll force the Field of Ruin for no reason. Here, I think we want to go ahead and... Well, there's no rush on this search for Azcanta. Instead, we could like run out Snapcaster Mage and Serum Visions, hit with Gideon for 4, because now we know that they have... We know their whole hand. We know Supreme Verdict, Path, and Colonnade. cryptic, path, verdict, sorry. And they're keeping up with planes. All right, so that means we can definitely protect our Gideon. Yeah, we can protect our Gideon, but then we get, but we don't get smacked, right? Because we keep up path for their colonnade. And we want to end the game as soon as possible. So I'm okay with this line. Azcanta is not flipping yet. Interesting. They don't use their path to exile here, which is fine for me if they don't want to do that. So they kept the card with Azcanta, which is definitely good for us. Interesting. So now they have both path and cryptic up, so we can't cryptic their Sphere in the graveyard. That's interesting. That's an interesting choice. I think we want to hit some lands here. We're falling behind on lands. Don't want to flip again because of Field of Ruin, and we found a land. Here we can tick up on one of these colonnades. We're ahead on cards, and I believe we have more relevant cards in our hand than our opponent. Interesting. Are they going for a Cryptic Command here? Because I will trade Cryptics. Return target permanent to its owner's hand, draw a card. That seems like a pretty poor use of Cryptic Command considering everything. I'm inclined to just let that happen. I mean, when's the next opportunity we're going to get to slam it again? Maybe they drew another one, another Cryptic Command. Because they drew a card they wanted. So it could be something like Snapcaster Mage or Cryptic Command. Alternatively, it could also be something like a Negate. I think I'm just going to go ahead and counter it, though. I could be getting baited into doing that, so that could be wrong. Maybe they're trying to aggressively get their Azcanta to flip. Looks like again they didn't mill. Oh no, they played a land, which they didn't mill. Yeah. We know they have Path to Exile, so there's no point in getting damage right now. I'll draw the land. So this could be the turn where we want to nab the Azcanta. Yeah, I like D-Sphere on Azcanta here. They might have a Snap Cryptic. So they have just Cryptic Command. Okay. Sure. That means they get to flip Azcanta next turn, which is definitely a problem for us. So here I like just going Snapcaster Mage, dig for a Field of Ruin. Cryptic Command's not bad. I'm going to go ahead and bottom both of these. We'll tick up on one of the colonnades, and we can path the other one. But we definitely want to find a land destruction here, because they're almost certainly going to flip Azcanta and then at least get some value off of it before we can Field of Ruin it. And they threw Supreme Verdict on the bottom of the deck, which is pretty good. And I imagine they're going to immediately get value off of this. Or Serum Visions, that works too. So we still know the contents of their hand. It's Verdict, Path to Exile. Oh wait, yeah, that's so that's gone. I accidentally just deleted that. But let's see how they scried. They went top, top. Interesting. Interesting. Are they revving up a colonnade here? So in the beginning of combat is when we'll go ahead and path to exile that. Oh, I forgot that that generates mana. Right. No. So they're going to get in for 4 on our Gideon, which makes sense. Here, let's see what's on top of our deck. Spreading Seas. No, that's great. That is great, actually. So we have 2 options. We can Spreading Seas the Azcanta and keep our Azcanta on flip. We can also Spreading Seas the Field of Ruin and flip our Azcanta. I think we want to shut down our opponent's card advantage engine, considering we know both of the cards in their hand are pretty bad. So I don't want to flip. Here, I just want to go ahead and nab that Azcanta, shut it down before it gets any value, play a Colonnade, but I'll do that post-combat. Yeah, so we attack for 6 here. Our opponent revs up Colonnade, or they'll path to exile. We'll counter it, but then they just rev up Colonnade. Then we rev up Colonnade and hit them for 6 again. I think we win that fight. Yeah, I like this. I like ending the game as soon as possible. There's no reason to extend the game any longer. So we can go ahead and counter this spell and draw a card. Oh, they have Field of Ruin though, but then that means they can't hit our Azcanta if they do that, and that's also a win for us, I would say. And then we also have a backup Gideon, and that Gideon was gonna die anyways unless we went for the aggressive like tap or bounce. Another Azcanta. That's pretty good. That's very good. So if they rev up Colonnade here, they'll have just enough mana left over. Oh no, they won't. They can't activate Field of Ruin and have Azcanta. Sorry, and have Field of Ruin. They could just do that right now. Or Verdict. Verdict is an interesting line. Put Field of Ruin in the graveyard? No. Yeah, I want to draw that. Transform Azcanta? Not yet. Here, I like just getting in for 4 damage. Alternatively, we could tick up on the Colonnade. No, and then field. No, but we don't want a Field of Ruin. We want a Field of Ruin the Search. Yeah, let's just get in some damage here. This is free damage. All right, we play the Field of Ruin here, or do we want to do it? Because our opponent could Field of Ruin our Field of Ruin, but I feel like that's still a win in our book. So, considering they're probably going to want to hit our Colonnade here, that's loose. Let's just go ahead and Wall of Omens here. Yeah, we're running out of time here, so I'm gonna start picking up the pace here because I have 12 minutes on the clock and this is game 1. Yeah, so that's what they hit, which makes sense. That's fine. We'll get a let's just get a plains. And now we can freely flip our Azcanta. Oh shoot, I should have put a stop there. Yeah, before they drew. Oh, they didn't even flip Azcanta. All right. Yeah, Detention Sphere is in. Do they get my They get my Gideon, which is good for us, I would say. That's fine. We have Field of Ruin to hold back a Colonnade here, so now we're definitely flipping Azcanta, right? No, I don't want to put that in my graveyard, and I do want to flip Azcanta. Nice. So I think we're in a really good spot here. We'll get Gideon down. We'll tick up on one of these Colonnades this turn. And now we have both Negate up, we have Azcanta up, and we have Field of Ruin up. So I'm going to set a stop on my opponent's upkeep here in case they do want to flip Azcanta. So they put Mana Leak in the graveyard. Good sign for us. Interesting. They're going for something. Gideon. I think that's a pretty easy negate for us here. If our opponent is just passing here and not attacking, wow. Ooh, Path to Exile is great. We'll rev up Gideon here. Attack for 4 if they want to block with Colonnade. Oh, they can't block with Colonnade. Sure. Yeah, I feel pretty insulated against a lot of stuff here. They need a pretty good draw off the top of their deck to get us. But again, Chase on this, that's crazy. All right, so they did flip the Azcanta. I want to blow that up right now, force the mana investment here. Found a Detention Sphere. Let's get an island. So they could D-Sphere our Gideon if they found like a negate. That would be pretty good. Alternatively, they could rev up Colonnade, but they know about Path. So that's not a winning line. But D-Sphere is quite good. We'll activate Azcanta here, look for like a Cryptic Command. Gideon is not bad. But it looks like D-Sphere resolves. And it will get our Gideon. Man, this is quite a game. Our opponent's way ahead of... Ah, man, there's Mana Leak. Well, Mana Leak wouldn't have done it anyways, right? So Mana Leak may be able to force... allow us to force something out here, though. Again, I don't want to play this second Azcanta out. There's just no reason we can keep up an Azcanta activation plus a Mana Leak instead. Opponent plays another Colonnade. Interesting. So they don't attack with Colonnade. Here we'll just activate Azcanta. Whoo! Let's take Supreme Will here. Yeah, I feel like we're in a really good spot here. I mean, they may have exactly Path to Exile, which may mean I should have played Serum Visions before attacking. Snapcaster Mage. That is not a card I played around. So if I attempt to counter it, they pay 3, pay another 3. Yeah, that's annoying. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, exactly 1 for Path to Exile. start here, look for a cryptic command. No cryptic command. Yeah, I could have timed my spells a little bit better. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that works. Right, because I can snap negate. And then they have to chump here. Okay, they're chumping anyways. All right, let me just make sure I have negate in my yard. Yeah, but because we know they have nothing. All right. Okay. So now they can't even rev up 2 colonnades to kill Gideon. Can they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So, and we can attack with both of these. So this should be game unless they drew like Path to Exile. Man, what a grind. I might have misplayed that, but we're way ahead on card advantage. Still, I probably could have played that a bit smoother. We are pretty low on time here, so like I said, once we get to sideboarding, I'm going to try to zoom through this as best as I can. Our opponent's going to rev up Colonnade. That doesn't do it though, so I'm gonna have an F6 here because again, there's 1, 2, 3, 7 Sphinx's rev for what a draw for a game or not. I wonder what they have. Sphinx's rev for x equals 3. They go up to 4. Here they can draw Cryptic Command and Path as outs. Field of Ruin, not cool. Oh, it does get our Azcanta. Serum Visions, okay. They're digging. They are digging, and that's a good sign. That is a very good sign for us. Because now, yeah. All right. We won that battle. How to beat the mirror? I have no clue. No clue. I think we can pretty easily cut the settles. Negate comes in for sure. Dispel comes in. Elspeth, maybe? She's pretty expensive, though. Seems like that would be tough to resolve. Probably cut Wall of Omens. Get a Jace or Elspeth in there, most likely. Jace, great for card advantage. That's about it, though. I like keeping all the paths, all the spreading seas, because their win conditions are. Yeah, I'm not sure how Benny necessarily sideboards in this matchup. It would be kind of interesting to know. Extra negate, mana leaks. I think we can keep, even though the games go. I mean, maybe the games just go too long. That mana leak's not great, and maybe we just need haymakers for the. Just like. I don't know. Oh, actually, keep a mana leak. Cut 1 verdict. Keep another one just in case they sideboard in like Geist as well. But okay, so from here on out, I'm going to be playing super speed as fast as I can because that game took way too long. Having Geist in our hand is great. Mana Leak also is important to counter opposing Geists. We can just start with Hallowed Fountain tap. Alternatively, we could start with Island to turn off potential spreading seas this turn. So I think I want to jam Geist on turn 3. If they have exactly Mana Leak, they can get us there, but again, oh no, they had the Mana Leak. Ah, man, yeah. They do play 3 Mana Leaks, so I could have, that might have been a hasty play on my part here. Yeah, sure. We can desphere that. But now we're on the back foot, right? If they have a threat-loaded hand, okay, all right. So game didn't pan out as well as I would have hoped. That turn 3 Geist would have been fantastic. There's Field of Ruin. They could. Wow, another Gideon. Oh man, probably tick up on this Colonnade. Yep, another land. That's not good at all for us. Um, Here we'll just play out Field of Ruin, and probably gonna be the slow death here. They still have to play around Path to Exile, so are they forgetting to uptick here? Ah, they got it. All right. Do we want to use this mana effectively right now? That way we don't fall behind down the road? I think so. Just get rid of them right now. Let's get an island. I'll save the other Field of Ruin for Azcantas and the like. Again, I'm okay playing the Field of Ruin. If they want to like Spreading Seize it, that seems like a pretty bad play, so. Yep, they hit my Colonnade here, which makes a lot of sense. We'll fetch up a Plains here. We have a lot of white sources in our hands, so we're kind of hoping that maybe our opponent just like Spreading Seeds our white sources, and that maybe saves Yep, our opponent ticks up there. Like I said, I'm going to save this Field of Ruin for now. Spreading Seeds is not a bad draw at all, actually. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's just go ahead and Spreading Seas that Colonnade. Sweet, and we drew the Path to Exile. So now we can actually kill Gideon and fight over it when we need to. So this hand is actually panning out to be quite good. They want to. What do they want to do here? They want a Field of Ruin something? Yeah, that seems like a mistake. All right. They didn't tick up Gideon, so that's good. Let's just play the Hallowed Fountain tapped. They play a land? Couldn't quite tell. They're going pretty fast. Another land is not what we want to see, but we'll play it. Again, a Geist here would have actually been pretty nice. All right, we have no more sources to get out with this Flooded Strand, so I'm just going to keep it. Another Field of Ruin. Yeah, we can play it out. I would say there's well, maybe there is a harm to playing it, right? Because that turns on Spreading Seas, maybe. All right, so this I'll start starting to thin my deck here. Make sure that future Serum Visions don't get too screwed up. Drawing basic planes is probably the worst here. Yeah, it's just the worst. So we might lose on time here. Probably because our opponent is not commentating over every single play that they make. But now if we draw one of our Haymakers, then we can like protect the resolution of it. Yeah, we're not fighting over Serum Visions. That's not where this matchup ever quite leads. Sure. I think I'm going to save Cryptic Command. Start here. Wow. Just wow. I like all of these. I really like all of these. So is Field of Ruin a May? Each player searches for a basic land card, puts it. Dang. That is not a May, which is pretty annoying. Yeah, let's fight over this. Yeah, we can negate that. Alright, so does Jace resolve? Maybe not. Alright, it's still a battle here. Counter target spell, draw a card. Did I forget to pay a blue here? That's not good for time. Alright. We have Elspeth. Let's just go ahead and uptick here. That might be a mistake. We maybe just want them to Gideon attack into it. But if they Gideon attack into it, we path, we fight over that. Then this negate can be used to help Elspeth resolve. And Elspeth is the kind of win condition that closes out a game. Here's an opportunity for them to maybe spreading seize these Field of Ruins. I would not be too upset about that. But we just, went through 2 of their cryptic commands. They could easily have more. They could have more, but opting to use the more expensive counter spells kind of leads me to believe. Let's see. They want to attack Jace. Jace shrinks it. We'll path to exile. Yeah, just mana leak. That's pretty good timing for mana leak, actually. So we have a decision next turn. It's going to be whether we want to downtick Jace before we jam Elspeth, or if we want to do it afterwards. Ooh, are they just going to Rev here? Yeah, Rev is pretty good. It also means their shield's down for a turn. So we could do a lot. We could do a lot this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we could do like everything we want to do. So let's start here. Go here. Prevent Gideon. Get Elspeth down. Tick up Elspeth. And now we have negate backup. We have Field of Ruin. We got a lot of things. We got a lot of things going for us here. This Gideon can't deal damage on board. Field of Ruin. Yeah, if they have a D-Sphere here, that'll be pretty annoying. Gideon Jura. Yeah, Snapcaster Mage Cryptic Command is pretty good here. Yeah, let's go at F6. Cryptic Command bouncing one of my cards here, also pretty good. We can Field of Ruin their Celestial Colonnade next turn, which will be pretty nice. I guess they're deciding what they want to do here. They can just Mana Leak. Yeah, they can just Mana Leak, which means they're probably holding up some sort of spell here. Again, our mana didn't quite work out perfectly. We'll be forced to attack into this Gideon, but this Elspeth is going to just keep ticking up. What happened? Oh, Gideon uptick on my Gideon. Gideon uptick, make me attack. They do have Gideon emblem here, so that's one thing to note. Spreading Seas. Yeah, let's just Spreading Seas the Colonnade. That draws us a card. Path to Exile, not a bad draw. tick up on this Gideon, because if they want to attack with Gideon, then yeah. Let's just go ahead and -2 here. That's a lot of good stuff. I'd probably take the colonnade. Yeah, that's just an extra threat. Play the colonnade. Make sure not to forget that. Attack all creatures at Gideon Jura, because we have to. They have a choice of whether they want to block. They do, which I think, yeah, is the same, because it's not attack if it's attacking. I think here we want a Field of Ruin. The Field of Ruin to protect our colonnade. I think that works here. I have no more lands. Does my opponent? I think we're both out of basics, so yeah. 2 minutes left on the clock. I'm not trying to bore you guys. Trying to do this as best as possible, as fast as possible. I do think our opponent is way ahead on cards, but hopefully they're irrelevant cards. A good combination of cards here would be Verdict plus Cryptic, which would then allow Gideon to kill Elspeth. And then Gideon still upticks. Snapcaster Mage, do they have Verdict in the yard? They don't have Verdict in the yard, so I wonder what they're going for here. Cryptic Command. Okay. Sure. I'm gonna tap my team, try to kill Jace, or bounce one of these, bounce Elspeth. That doesn't seem. I mean, if they have like a negate in hand, then bouncing Elspeth does make sense. 2, 3. Let's see. Tap all creature your opponent control, draw a card. Okay. That's a very interesting sequence of events there. Gideon becomes a creature. All right, that makes sense. So yeah, Field of Ruin there is pretty good. I wonder if they're attacking Elspeth here. I imagine they are. Except we have exactly Path to Exile. If they have another, I mean, wow, that resolved. That's insane. I did not expect that to resolve at all. Okay, sure. All right, now we have to go like super speed mode. We have to do our best here to close out the game. Oh, D-Sphere. D-Sphere is good, but yeah, D-Sphere gets our Colonnade, sure, or our Elspeth. Definitely good. We do need to get Gideon off the board if we ever hope to win the game, because they have an emblem. All right, they took up on our Gideon. I'm going to do this to, again, proactively protect our Colonnade and use up that mana effectively now. Spreading Seas works as being a card. Let's just draw cards, see if we get anything useful. Man Weak on the bottom, Detention Sphere on the top. We can tick up here. Do we want to force the almost obvious Path to Exile? I think so. Yeah. Use, no, because we just scryed. Attack everything at our opponent. Alright. And we're F6ing. We have very little time on the clock here. Exactly 1 minute. Spreading Seas, sure. Land, sure. Hopefully they don't have another counterspell in hand, because we will... They tick up on Gideon here. Oh, Crucible of Worlds. That is so good here. Oh my gosh. All right. I think we want to Detention Sphere the Gideon. Oh, negate. Negate does it. Oh man. Yeah. Just go ahead, attack everything, because now that we're not drawing Detention Sphere, I think killing Gideon is going to be our God, they had exactly negate. Oh man, what a game. Oh, what a game. They get Field of Ruin back, interestingly enough. I guess they want to start blowing up lands, but they probably wanted to get back Colonnade as a win condition, unless they have a really good hand like Detention Sphere. Yeah, that'll... Oh god, right, that does it. That'll do it too. There goes our board. So commentating the control mirror is just not good. Definitely not good. We've lost all of our win conditions. Clean up the board here. F6. Okay. Again, blowing up our lands doesn't seem like the greatest idea when they have a Colonnade. And yep. Again, F6. We're not going to win this game, and it would technically probably be a draw if this were like a real life tournament. So, yeah, they get their Colonnade back. They get their win condition going. They tick up on Gideon. Path to Exile. Let's just go ahead and look for something to do. Why, deck? Why are you doing this? I mean, it's a pretty good pile, but I think we have to take the snap pile. Again, tick up here. Now we can't really F6. I mean, I'm going to for assuming our opponent doesn't have anything on their turn here. Search for... Yeah, that's fine. At this stage in the game, I'm not countering that. Yeah, they're going to make as many decisions as possible so that we time out. Man, this has been a pretty intense game. The blue-white control mirror going to time. Yep. Just sequence things correctly, even if it doesn't quite matter. That's exiled, which is pretty good for us. I'm gonna Snapcaster Mage, Cryptic Command, return target permanent to its owner's hand, draw card. And yeah, we ran out of time there. But overall, hopefully you got to see some interactions of how the blue-white mirror goes. Again, this is kind of a test run to see how this new software goes. So please let me know if you enjoyed this formatting, if you thought it was helpful to you, useful to you in any way. But thanks for watching the blue-white mirror. And stay tuned for hopefully more content next week. I'll see you guys soon.